Back now on Triad today, and we have a guest who's a first-time visitor to the show. We're so glad to have him here. Jay Paul, our director. We can meet John Evans. He's Assistant Director of Community Development Division for the city of Asheboro. I've been there for 13 years, wearing many different hats, helping with planning and development and doing a great job. And John, so good to see you.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you.
You held a downtown development workshop back in May, and we couldn't get you on then because of your schedule and our schedule. But tell us what happened there.
The Downtown Development Workshop was designed to investigate some of the successes that we've seen in our downtown with revitalization efforts in the last 15 years and see how we could expand those. In that time period, in the last decade and a half, we have seen a tremendous revitalization downtown. We've seen new storefronts open. We've seen new restaurants, entertainment. We've seen 2 new parks be developed.
And even during the recession, it's doing pretty well, right?
Absolutely. Even during the middle of the recession in the last several years, we've still continued to see that resurgence of activity and interest.
And you were, correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that Asheboro was the first community in our region to actually host this kind of a workshop. Why is that?
That's correct. Well, that has been because of, despite some economic challenges that we have faced, we have managed to come together as a community, the public and private sector and different community organizations and individuals who care deeply about seeing downtown be successful. We've been able to pull together and see the revitalization during that time.
Yeah. Now, when you mentioned a while ago, and I sort of skipped over, and I want to go back, when you said expanding on things, improving things, it sounded like you had your act together anyway. Why would you need a workshop about trying to expand and make things better? It sounded like everything was fine.
Well, we have seen a lot of revitalization in the core of our downtown, but I think where that's helpful to see expand is just outside of that area and into other areas of the community where there are a lot of opportunities for additional revitalization.
Can you give me any kind of example? Because I know you said businesses were there and I guess elected officials. I don't know who all was there and what kind of feedback, what kind of things were shared specifically. Give me an example, if you can, of maybe something that was thrown out on the table that might be a good idea for development or expansion.
Well, the participants really like seeing a revitalization of many of our historical buildings. We have one project underway right now, as a matter of fact, where a abandoned or vacant manufacturing facility is being converted into 70 really nice loft-style apartments, and that's in a historical building.
Man.
So people really like seeing that mixed use and that historic charm.
Yeah.
If there is a vacant building, be able to be utilized for a lot of opportunities.
When will we be, the public who doesn't live in Asheboro, but maybe we'll go visit and go shopping downtown, but when they see this program, when will we be seeing results from a lot of the recommendations that came out of that workshop? Because you know how it is. Sometimes people have meetings, they'll have great ideas, nothing ever happens. That's the way life is sometimes. But when can we see something?
Well, as a long-range planning effort, we will work with the community and continue to engage them to make this workshop a living, breathing document that we use all the time, that we revisit, that when those opportunities do come available, that we really take advantage of the workshop and the public outreach that we've already been participating in.
Now, where were you born? Where'd you grow up?
I was actually born in High Point and lived in between High Point and Montgomery County, so Asheboro is sort of in the center
of it.
Yes.
It's the center of the universe, as they say. But now, I guess we have a few seconds left. I was just going to ask you, why do you like, other than the fact that you're an official, what do you like about Asheboro?
I just love seeing the energy where the community and a lot of different diverse interests in the community really come together and have a great commitment to seeing our community continue to prosper and thrive into the next century.
I just think that's great. It's just great. On screen, a couple of websites. One is triadsustainability.org. This helps you through this whole initiative that we want you to look into, and also partnc.org, the good folks, Brent McKinney and the good folks at Part, who help bring us these great ideas for segments. John Evans, thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure.
All right.